Okay.
And what was really funny about it was, even though my dad got remarried so much earlier than my stepmom had her first kid when I was 10, and my mom had one the year after. And they proceeded to do every other year until I turned 16. So I went from being an only child to the eldest of 6 really quickly.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How, and your relationship with them, the kids?
Well, I mean, I don't really see my dad that often, so I'm not that close with his siblings, but
Okay.
I've been very involved, and I talk a lot to my other siblings, from my mom.
From your mom's side?
Yeah.
Your relationship with your step-parents?
Actually, funny enough, it's pretty just polite and respectful for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my stepmom's not significantly younger than my dad, but there is an age gap, and I don't think that she ever kind of pictured a daughter being there before she started her own family.
Okay.
So there was a lot of issues around that. Like, I was asked to, I was asked not to attend the wedding reception. She didn't want me in a bunch of the pictures. I wasn't allowed to hold her kids for a really long time. There's been, like, I'm never in any family photos that get sent out. So, and, like, that's just, like, I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles, right? Like,
So you're just, in your thought on this is just that's what they want and you're
yeah,
okay
I
with
have to
it?
respect that, for sure. Because, I mean, growing up as a little girl, and you're picturing, like, your dream wedding and, like, you know, the house and the husband and everything, you don't picture, you know, the daughter from another marriage. I mean, maybe now in this day and age you kind of start doing
Right.
that, but definitely not before.
Okay, so that's that side. What about your mom's side?
So, because, you know, it was just me and my mom, like, I met my stepdad, like, right away, and we actually had a really close relationship when they were dating, and
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. Like, I was really happy that my mom had found someone, was settling down, was happy.
Okay.
And then we hit my teenage years, and all sorts of chaos broke loose, and we've never really quite recovered from that. So my mom and I have, and we kind of moved past it, and we just got stronger. But my stepdad and I are just kind of, you know, on our own, yeah, amicable. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's very interesting because his children have a close relationship with you. So.
Well, and
you
a
know,
lot of
it's-
that's been me too, because I was, like, my first experience with a sibling was from my dad, and I wasn't allowed to hold the baby. I wasn't
right.
told when she gave birth. I was told, like, a week later that she had given birth. Like, I wasn't at the hospital. Like, I was really uninvolved.
Right.
As soon as my mom found out she was pregnant, she, like, you know, we went out shopping, like, we had lunch, and we had, like, all those conversations about, you know, like, I'm just, you know, I'm adding to our family. I'm not taking away from the family. Like,
Okay.
you're so much part of the family.
Okay.
And, you know, I was at the hospital. Like, I was actually in the delivery room at one point in time.
Wow.
And my brother, unfortunately, was born with, like, the tiniest little hole in his heart. And so in the delivery process, his heart rate actually dropped. And because no one was paying attention to the monitor, and I was, like, 11 years old, so it's like a big toy, right? You have no idea what's going on. There's just lines happening. So those lines starts dropping, and I'm like, what's this? Like, this was doing this before, and it's not doing this now. And all of a sudden, everyone started freaking out, and they say that I had a big part in helping him. Yeah, so
That's nice.
I've always just been really involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess it goes both ways, right? You
Right.
can choose to be involved or you can choose not to
Right.
be. And you can choose to hold resentment and not kind of just look after yourself and whatever your dreams and goals are and harbor resentment. Or you can move on and you can, you know, and
It
which
just
is
takes
what
so
you've
much
done.
energy.
It does.
To hold on to
It does,
things.
but you know what? I find that we always look for excuses to be unsuccessful, or if we look for excuses to not do well in school. And I find that, you know, there's two types of people. You know, there's the people who can find the silver lining and stay focused on their goals, or there's the people who look for the excuses. So
Right. I'm a silver lining girl.
I can tell.